Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. 1 Minute Apologist. Apologetics seeks to give credible answers to curious questions, to give a defense. What is Immanuel Kant's moral argument? The late German philosopher Immanuel Kant is regarded by many as one of the greatest philosophers of all time. It was with his work on the moral argument that it really began to take shape. Others would build on that argument, seeking to refine it or improve it. However, it was Immanuel Kant whom we give credit for the first formulations of the moral argument for God's existence. However, he rejected other arguments for the existence of God without rejecting the existence of God. He had a high value for reason. However, he didn't believe you could reason to the existence of God utilizing these other arguments. For Immanuel Kant, one needed to postulate God's existence from sheer practical necessity. And in his critique of practical reason, we see where he postulates God's existence. His argument could go something like this: the summum bonum, or the greatest good of all humanity, is to experience happiness in proportion to virtue. And he thought that everybody should seek the summum bonum, and that if we ought to do something, it implies that we can do it. However, Kant realized that in order for us to do this moral law, his categorical imperative, perfectly, it implied that we needed two things. We needed eternity, and we also needed God's existence. So in order for us to fulfill this moral law, so to speak, this thing that we all sense that we ought to do, well, it would imply that we need God to exist and eternity for the summum bonum to be realized, for the greatest good to be materialized in our life.